live? Are we live? Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been ages since I went live. My life has just been crazy busy right now. I'm sure you guys see all my posts, all the stuff that I'm doing. A lot of it's passive, but keeps me busy. My son's off, my older son's off school right now for spring break. I was homeschooling him, a lot of you know. I took him out of school in January and started homeschooling him for about 2 months, which we found out, you know, wasn't quite conducive with a 3-year-old running around. So he's back in a smaller school area setting right now, but it brings me to why I'm doing this video today, you guys, about this CBD oil. My son is 10 years old, okay? Since he was 4 and a half, pre-K, I have been into the principal's office 2 to 3 times a week for many different issues. I've had to go to school, you know, because he's saying he hates his life, because he's crawling under tables, because he's cutting his shirt, because he's like taking pencils and stabbing stuff. He has had a lot of social anxiety, you guys. And school has not been the best setting for him. And part of the reason I started working from home was so I could be there for emergency situations. I can't tell you guys how many times I had to go to the school and pick him up and bring him home, and or you know, hang out there for the day. And we couldn't figure out what was going on with him. You guys, I've had him tested from counseling. Instead of taking my kid to like baseball practice or soccer practice, you guys, I don't post all this on the internet, but I'm in and out of counseling offices and testing, and my poor son like has not really had this childhood because of what's ever going on inside his brain, whether that's something that was caused medically or chemically or from shots. I don't know, but the poor kid, you know, the only diagnosis they'll give him is ADHD, which he definitely is hyperactive. But on top of that, he's got some anxiety and depression problems, and no 10-year-old should be telling you they hate their life. You guys, a 10-year-old should be out playing with kids. But my son, with kids, they have a hard time being around him because of, they know he's different, because he doesn't know how to have relationships with people, because he can't think, you know, ahead more than like 2 minutes. He can't predict like what's going on in the future. So we went from medications to supplements. You guys, I have 30 products, MLM products in my cupboard, trying something to work for him, because I'm so tired of the Ritalin, the Concerta, the Adderall, all this medical stuff they're giving me, Prozac. I'm throwing my son through all this stuff with these like horrible side effects, and he can't just be a kid. And anyhow, it came to where he was at school and said he didn't want to live anymore. And so that was the day I pulled him out of school, and that was in January. Right before that happened though, you guys, I started giving him this hemp oil. And first of all, his school has him on daily plans. So every day I come home, I see, you know, what went good, what went bad. He always got 1s and 2s for the day. After 4 days on this hemp oil, they said, what did you do to this kid? He's participating in class. He's hanging out with friends. He's learning. Like, you guys, it was just a miracle. And I'm like, are you kidding me? People have been trying to tell me to try this hemp oil for 2 years. I've had parents come up to me, try hemp oil on your son. I'm not giving my son marijuana. It's not marijuana. It's the medical stem of the plant. There's no THC in it. You can't get high. You can't overdose. It took me 2 years to like have an open mind about it and be tired of, you know, nothing natural was working. None of the prescriptions were working. I gave it a shot. I think Keith Chassion reached out to me. He's been in many conversations with me where I've been struggling at home, dealing with my son, and he just happened to message me one night when I was dealing with something emotional with him and said, you got to talk to this Lane guy. He's an advocate for CBD. He just does it for free. It's not an MLM. It's not for sale. Just call this guy, talk about it, whatever. So I spent hours on the phone with this guy who was really helpful. He got no money for it. There was no promoting it. He just sent me to this wholesale website. Nicole, there's a lot of CBD out there. There's a lot of companies out there, but they're mixing it with stuff. It's not pure. You need to go to isodiol.com and get the purest form as you can, start him on the highest milligram as you can, and just attack it, and then, you know, give him some maintenance CBD. So of course I went on the line, whatever, I'll try it. I ordered the most expensive, the highest dosage. After 3 days of my son on this oil, this tiny oil, it's drops that go under your tongue, he flipped around in school. But what happened after he did the complete 360 at school, he started realizing what was happening around him. He was doing perfect, doing good in school, but I think he was oblivious because of all his anxiety and depression and hyperactiveness. I think he was oblivious to how he was being treated, right? Because once he started on this oil and he was doing well, he started intaking, you know, how people were treating him, how kids looked at him, how him having an IEP next to him at school made him feel, how they followed him around at recess. So I decided to pull him out and homeschool him. And I planned on doing that until the end of this year and then putting him back in school next year. But what happened is when he got home and he started on this oil, or he kept continuing this oil, I found out that he was really smart. I mean, he's doing amazing. I don't have any issues with this kid. Like, what is going on at the school, you know, that is making my poor kid, you know, turn into this, you know, poor kid. I don't even know how to describe it. So after about homeschooling him for 2 months, 2.5 months, putting him through this oil, into counseling a little bit, I just re-enrolled him about 2 weeks ago into a smaller school, and you know, met with the teachers, the counselors, the principal, let him know his history. I just went to his conference last night, you guys. He's so happy now. He's like I had my kid back. And last night I had no intention of selling this oil, okay? Actually, when I started buying this oil in January, I begged, I'm like, can I please sell this? Like, nothing has worked for my son. Can I please sell this? Lane, no, sorry, you cannot sell this oil. It's not an MLM. I just do this to help people to get the word out. Because I can't make any medical claims. All I can say is research any medical issue you have, whether it's depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia, joint pain, cancer, addiction. Research anything in CBD hemp oil, okay? That's all I can say. I can't tell you it's gonna work for you or do anything for you. All I can say is research and do it. Well, Lane called me last night and said, Nicole, I didn't want to do an MLM. I told you I'm not doing MLM. I'm here to help people. But there's a company out there right now. The company's been around for a year with a couple other hemp products. They're going to start taking isodiol products and selling them through the MLM. Are you kidding me? Why did you not tell me this yesterday when you guys started doing it? Because he really hesitated with that MLM side of stuff. But once he realized it was the same 99% pure products coming to MLM that he was already sharing and using anyway, he made the choice to do it. And I got so excited last night because I spend this for the highest milligram. It's $170 every 2 months. Lasts me about 2 months for my son, once to twice a day. If I could even help enough people to cover that cost, I would be ecstatic about this. It's not even about the money, because I've always said if I ever, you know, get set free or get a lot of money, or I want to do something to help kids with that ADHD aspect, there's just, you know, there's got to be something out there for these struggling kids, because it's just horrible watching them live their lives like that. So anyway, he calls me last night. We're going MLM. It's launching hard launch is April 22nd. You guys, this company's been out for a year. They've been paying people for a year with other products. They're revamping, they're relaunching, they're adding the pure hemp from isodiol, and I didn't want to do another MLM. I haven't even done any live videos in a long time because I'm pretty happy with the passive stuff that I'm doing. I mean, I'm doing another, like, I'm trying to lose weight right now. I'm losing weight, but I'm not where I want to be, so I haven't really been pushing it, you know. You know, I have all my health products, and I drink something different every day. I don't really promote everything. I'm mainly into like my Bitcoin and my Fire Fan and, you know, some of the app stuff that I do, just because it's passive and I don't have to do a lot publicly, because I got my 3-year-old running around who starts school in 2 weeks, so I'll have a little more time. But then this landed on my plate, and anyway, you guys, so there's different forms that you can get CBD. I've got one here that's for like calmingness, you spray it. One here is a brain nano. There's water drops, and then there's this oil, and I'll kind of show you. And I actually do a preventative. People, even though there's nothing wrong with you, CBD is an antioxidant. It kills off bad cells in your body. I don't even want to talk technical because I'm not very good about explaining stuff like that, but literally you just drop it under your tongue and let it sit there for like 20 seconds. And yes, Jane, you're right. ADHD is not just for kids. I swear I have ADHD, because I start cleaning my kitchen, and then I'm cleaning my office and my bedroom, and so he probably gets it from me. But when ADD is piled with anxiety, and when it's piled with depression and mood swings and stuff, it becomes a lot more complex. It's not just ADHD. It kind of tastes like pot. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the best tasting stuff in the world. They're actually coming out with capsules so you can swallow it. My son does the spray because he doesn't really like the taste of this. I actually have to bribe him to take it in the morning, but he knows he feels better with it, so he'll get to eat like a bite of ice cream or something with it. But you just hold it under your tongue. Again, it's preventative for me, stuff because of the preventative benefits that it has. You don't have to have something wrong with you before you use something like this, you guys. And that's the biggest thing, is people wait until it's too late, and then they need something like this at a high dosage, and then they can metabolize it or whatever. But so you guys, this is Isodiol. You can go check out their website, isodiol.com. That's the wholesale pure form. That don't shop there because I have my own website now. Same prices and everything. I will be an advocate of this. I will be sponsoring this. I will be building a team with this because I want to help people, and I want this to help people out there. And I don't want anybody to have to live through what my kid has lived through. And that is why I'm going live today, and that's why I'm excited. Do I know that this company is going to be the best in the world, or I'm going to make the most money, or it's going to be a perfect launch? No, I don't know that. But what I know right now is you can lock a spot for free. It has a power line where you're going to get paid on every single person that comes in after you, like a bonus check when it starts, as long as you've locked into that position. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the comp plan yet. I don't even care. I don't even care if I only make 10%. That's not my purpose. I don't know a lot of things about it yet. I just know I'm locking a spot, I'm sharing, and I'm going to go for it. And anybody that wants info, comment below. And you guys, this is going to change lives. It is. Have an open mind to marijuana, because not all marijuana is bad. Okay? Again, you can't get high, you can't fail a drug test, and you can't overdose. It's the medical side of the plant, the stem of the plant, that is treating so many things right now. But so many doctors and pharmaceuticals, they want you to spend the money. That pharmaceutical industry is just a mess. They want to band-aid what's going on with you, clear your pockets out, and just, you don't even understand. You don't even understand why I'm so relieved to find this. So anyway, I'll go through here and just answer any questions if I can. Got to get ready to go here. Yes, I will send you some, Elisa. Yes, Kathy, I'll send you some. You guys, whatever issue you have, I don't care what your medical issue is, Google CBD hemp oil and that issue. You guys, the government probably doesn't want us to know that this is solving problems. Like, if somebody would have, I would have paid thousands of dollars to start this when my son was 5 years old. Okay? And you saw that video I posted earlier about that kid with cerebral palsy. there's something to marijuana, and I don't smoke weed. I smoked, I'm gonna be honest here, I smoked weed one time in my life and it made me paranoid and I jumped out a window and I ran and I had never touched another drug again in my life. Okay, I'm not a marijuana smoker, and that is probably why I was so against even trying it to begin with. But you guys, there's something to marijuana, and there's some reason why they want to control it, tax it, legalize it, make it not legalize it. And the word needs to get out there. You know, I was talking to somebody earlier, and you know, they were kind of afraid to put their name on something like this because there's so much controversy. And I'm like, until you try it, you know, maybe try it privately. You know, you don't have to share it public like I do. When you're that passionate about something, when something helps you that much, you're gonna share naturally because you don't want people to go through what you've gone through. Would it replace medical marijuana that people are using? I don't really know about that. I think some people like to get high, or they may not know that they could just do the oil. You know, that always gets me because I'm like, well, medically they could just do the oil and be fine, but I think getting the marijuana with the THC in it, I think it's cheaper. I think they tax it, I think they control it, and I think you know, that's illegal. So they make money off that. That's the thing. They make money you getting in trouble for using the medical or the smoking marijuana. So yeah, you guys, I've had a lot of people join on my link today. Everybody's falling under each other for the pre-launch. And you guys, this is definitely a trend because the awareness is starting to get out there what this oil does. And I'm pretty good about, you know, finding stuff early like Bitcoin or, you know, something else out there that just starts to pick up. I'm not saying this company is going to be like the best in the world, or I'm very uncertain. I don't know right now. All I know is I can get free product for sharing and that it's going to help people. And so if that pays me $1, I'm good. If that pays me $10, I'm good. Because you've got to have a deeper meaning to promote something to really make it work for you. And this is probably the first passionate thing that I've been about. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love health products. I'm a big advocate of being healthy, using supplements, supporting people. Everything I have in my house is MLM, my wine, my makeup, but it's not where my passion is. So my passion is helping my son and the things that I've gone through in the last 10 years with him. So I hope it's good. I'm not here saying that, you know, it's not going to tank or it's going to fail, but I can tell you their products are real. They're 99% pure, and they do work. So whether it's a bad MLM or a good MLM, I'm along for the ride because I know what people are getting. Firsthand, I know what people are getting. And again, I'm not making medical claims. I'm just saying research it, try for yourself, give it a couple days to get into your system. Even if you don't have anything going on, preventatively, see how it makes you sleep, how it makes you feel, the energy that you have. It's funny because people always send me samples of all these different products, but I never feel different because I always feel good. The last time I felt bad is when I got my 4 teeth pulled and they gave me antibiotics, which killed off everything bad inside me and everything good inside me. I haven't felt that crappy in 15 years. And it's because I put that stupid penicillin in my body. And I was fine. My jaws didn't even hurt. I didn't even have, besides my numbing and my swelling on my face, my gums healed like the 3rd day. The 2nd day, my dentist is like, oh, you don't need to take any of that. He's prescribed me 4 things. And the only thing I took is the penicillin. I didn't take any painkillers, any deflammatories, nothing. And I walked in there and he was like, oh, you look great. You're almost healed. Why? Because preventative. Because I've got preventative stuff going on in my body, because I've got all these amazing MLM supplements. I mean, you guys have seen my stuff. I'm sure you might see one of your products on here. I've got my like keto fuel. I've got my Melaleuca. I've got my Modere. I've got my Primo Java coffee. I got cupboards of stuff, you guys. It's all preventative, right? I look like a chickpunk. Thank you, Tony. I think I still do. I think I still look like a chickpunk. So you guys, just because there's not something wrong with you doesn't mean you don't want to prevent others from having anything wrong with you. So I know I'm only 36, but I'm gonna make that last as long as I can. What you doing, buddy? My son, he's just riding around on his tricycle. My other son is at the beach with his dad, so he's on spring break, and be a nice little break from school. And then, whoa, that's really light. Anyway, you guys, I will post the website below. You can look at my last 3 posts since midnight, 11 o'clock, since I found out this was going MLM. You can look over all the info. You can go watch YouTubes. You can do your own research. You know, make your own medical claims. You know, somebody even said there's a patent for cancer in it, but you know, they won't tell you that either. But just do your research. I think right now this company's, the MLM company's in the USA only, but if you're international and you just want to use the products, Isodial is out of Switzerland, so you can go directly to the wholesaler and buy it. But if you're like me and you want to buy it and share it and get free product from it, then you'll want to jump in that spot for pre-launch with MLM. And you guys will see where this goes. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next month or 2 months. I know the hard launch date is April 22nd. At that point, people will be able to register their $39, set up their auto ship with whatever products they want. This company is also set up to take care of customers. So they have a whole separate customer marketplace, which will make them compliant. On the MLM side, you guys know customers is a big issue. So there'll be a side of the company for customers only, and there'll be an MLM side. And it's not all about building people who want to share this. It's about satisfying that customer so they want to reorder again because they're having results. Because we all know if people aren't having results, they're not going to reorder. So my main goal is for people to be a customer, see how it works for you, what it does for you, how it changes your life. And if you feel like sharing with others, awesome. If not, I'm happy with just people, you know, being that customer. So, hey everybody, hey Margaret, hey Betty, hey Grant, hey Kyle. All right, you guys, I've been blabbing here long enough, just a little bit excited today. So, can I buy Bitcoin with it? I will take Bitcoin. You guys, I take Bitcoin. So if you have Bitcoin and I have a product, I accept Bitcoin. Yes, I do. You guys know I love my Bitcoin. It's very passive as well. I don't have to do much with it. It just kind of grows on its own. That's a whole nother video. That's just as exciting. But I think you'll find a lot of companies are starting to accept Bitcoin. You saw the Mike Tyson Bitcoin ATM machine go up in Vegas. If you go to Vegas now, you'll see it on every window. So, Isodial, I'm talking to you. You better take Bitcoin. All right, you guys, love you. Have a fun weekend. I think it's Friday. Something stuck in my eye. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.